Hi guys! In this episode of Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to be continuing with my reactions to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. Currently, we are on episode 3 and 4, East meets West, parts 3 and 4. That's right, we still have a couple more episodes in this 5-parter to check out. And today it's gonna be the 3rd and the 4th one. And yeah, I gotta say, I am really excited to continue with my reactions to this show because, as is usually the case, I enjoy this show so much more than I could have even thought that I was going to. It's not like it's a good show or anything, but it's definitely a show that I can have a lot of fun with just because of how bizarre and how unique it is compared to the other ones. It's basically the same experience that I had with the Japanese OVA of TMNT, which wasn't good, but the crazy unique concepts that they came up for it that have nothing to do with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is what's so cool about it. And it's kind of the same thing here with this one. It has some concepts that I've never seen in TMNT that seem kind of fun. Plus, it's from a period of time of TV which I am obviously nostalgic for, as is the name of this series in which I react to stuff. Because that's the whole reason why I do that, you know? So, I like also the kind of style of filmmaking that you can see in this series. It's just a lot of fun. And if we're lucky, today I'm gonna be going on a major recording session because I really need to catch up and record quite a few episodes because I am gonna be releasing them sooner than you guys might expect. As soon as I'm done with the upload of my reactions to Rise of the TMNT, which by the time you see this video has already happened, I will start pumping this one out because I've reworked my schedule of doing videos and uploading stuff now. So yeah, I am really excited to get into this. I am hoping that I'm going to be having a lot of fun with these 2 episodes as much as I did for the first 2. Can't wait to see more from Venus, which is a character that I have heard a lot of people hate, but for me it's been the best part of this show so far. So I can't wait to see more of her, you know, and enjoy her more. So yeah. Before we get into the reaction, I guess I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys could help me out with my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans, and by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way though, without further ado, let's get into the reaction to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, Episode 3 in 3, 2, 1.
We clear our minds, we drift, our spirits transcend our flesh.
Like for the 90s, this is pretty fun.
Floating, our consciousness soars free. We cross over into the dream realm.
Yo, dude, is your spirit floating?
No.
Negative. My spirit wants a squid and peanut butter sandwich.
Man, once again, I feel like I mentioned this probably in the movie reactions to like 90s movies, but I'm surprised how easily my brain just buys the suits for the turtles. Like, there isn't a second where I'm like, yeah, this is a guy in a turtle. No, my brain just buys it as these are Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's kind of wild that it does that.
You're a coward, Raph. That's it.
You're behaving like babies who cry.
Let's cry, babies.
If we do not concentrate, if we do not work together as a team, your Master Splinter surely will perish.
Did they make Leo's mask darker blue? Just so they can have Venus's mask be the typical Leo blue? Because I'm so used to that light blue on Leo that every time I look at her, I think of the 2003 series Leo.
Most of us haven't developed the inner groove you have.
This dreamwalking thing is doable. All we need is practice and to...
Hey, yo, Mook. Learning to dreamwalk will take years. We got like minutes.
Can it, Raph?
As you can see, we're a little dysfunctional, psychologically speaking. My research
Yeah.
indicates it's a byproduct of our collective sense of alienation.
Can it?
Huh. See what I mean?
What I see is raw aggression. I don't know how you've mastered the...
And also, it's really annoying how
angry souls.
only Venus and Raph have the proper looking masks. I don't understand why for the other ones it's like bandanas and shit. It just doesn't look good.
You just flip. The body becomes a machine. Are you guys thinking?
Man, it's impressive that the suit actors are able to do this shit in their suits.
Mega challenge!
Props to the suit actors.
Pull our vibes together. Free our spirits the way we always have.
So I'm noticing that some of them have a little bit of a different weapon here. Like, Donnie has this weird stick that doesn't look like his stick. Why the hell does Mikey have the Tampas now? I'm so used to Raph having them after watching Rise of the TMNT that it just seems weird.
Check this out, Venus.
She's your sister. Don't show off to your sister, guys. This is not Alabama. Whoa! That's pretty impressive.
That's it. Focus. Focus your energy. Focus. Dreamscape.
Oh, it actually worked.
Whoa, trippy. I knew there was gonna be so much fire.
That's pretty cool.
Here we go.
Man, it would be really cool if at some point throughout reacting to this series, I realized that at some point I actually watched it in the early 2000s.
Master, what have they done to you?
Hello, Master Splinter. We've come to reclaim your spirit.
Man, I'm shocked at how invested I actually am. Like, I'm actually buying it. Like, as bad as it looks, I am buying it. Like, I'm watching it, you know? I'm shocked how invested I actually am.
I am the exalted Lord and Master of the Dragon Empire. I am the infinite infernal serpent. I am the
I like the voice actor.
How do you fit that on a business card? The dude's insane in memory.
Hey, I understood that reference.
For 3 days. We've come to take Splinter home.
Honestly, I think they made the right choice with having this guy be the villain.
I was sort of looking forward to annihilating the man.
In terms of the actor.
Dragon is a liar. If you were a gift horse, I would look in your mouth, count your teeth.
Oh, I'll show you my teeth, rat. You'll find them quite sharp.
So you just
He definitely would have worked as Shredder though, as well. So. I really like the idea of how they're transporting by turning into balls of light. It's a really cool concept, I gotta say.
I did miss my body. It may not be much, but it's home.
Did it. Yes.
I want to see his reaction to Venus.
We're awesome machines.
Welcome back, Master. I'm so happy.
You wanted that slobber on me, Leo?
Paige.
I've been answering to the name Venus de Milo for the last couple of days.
A beautiful name.
Yeah.
It suits you.
Venus is from China.
I really like Venus, man. I'm surprised she hasn't been brought back. Like, why do people hate her? She's the best part so far. I really want to see her again in like one of the incarnations.
You knew there was another turtle? A babylicious turtle.
I think I remember hearing some of you guys even commented in the comments in my Rise of TMNT reactions that there was supposed to be like a fifth turtle that was going to be introduced later in the series before it got canned or paused or whatever you want to call it. And it would have been really cool if that was Venus.
So, Venus was in the jar with us, wasn't she?
I simply didn't see you when the jar broke. When you were exposed to the ooze and then floated downstream into Chinatown, where you were lucky enough to be found by Chong-Yi.
Yeah, well, she's got nowhere else to go, and technically she's one of us. She might as well stay here.
Yeah.
That is where she belongs. Our home is your home.
Cold.
It is cold.
Hot?
That's cool.
It most certainly is.
Jellyfish stroganoff?
Man, why is this actually entertaining? I can't get over it. Why is this actually entertaining?
Critic.
And this wouldn't even be that bad of a Shredder costume as well. Just remove the, like, dragon shit. Because his outfit looks badass as fuck. Honestly, I'm shocked at how well they actually managed to translate the turtles to live action. This is the best live action thing I've ever seen for TMNT. Like, the worst thing about it is the lip sync is complete fucking garbage. But other than that, I actually like it. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand myself sometimes.
We are adequately suppressed in this location, Majesty. We have access to the roof.
The outfits for his soldiers look pretty sick as well. This is like the best foot uniform that we've seen in live action. It's not even the foot uniform, you know?
Supreme fortress for supreme being. What is that creature?
I don't know. I found it in the parkland, leading a mortal by a leather strap.
Get rid of that.
Dude, I just can't wipe off the smile off my face, you know? I'm having so much fun.
Go, be gone, fucker, go, go.
I don't know if it's the fun of starting a new series or I'm just loving it, but I'm loving it.
Yeah, too bad you missed it. Shredder went completely bonkers.
It was a beautiful thing, Master.
These eggs are good.
It was, but it probably should have taken a season before we defeated him, not literally in the second episode, as cool as it was.
What is it, Master? We are not alone. Huh?
Please give me a cool badass fight. I am so hoping that it's gonna be a cool badass fight.
Who invited Puff the Magic Dragon?
You used us to cross over to the material plane.
Bravo, Ninja Rat.
No, it's so weird. Like, if you imagine this as an animation, it's so good. Like, it's genuinely so good.
State your business.
Simply put, what would happen if I could have the same magic coursing through my cool blood?
I think that's why this is so entertaining. It's like written for animation, but it's done in live action. I love it.
This psycho chump wants to eat us. Gross.
No, he just wants to make some turtle
I
soup.
like my meat tenderized. Tear them
Not bad for an old rat, eh?
Freeze! Giddy up, dragon! Peekaboo! Up, second floor, booty call!
Okay. More of that, please.
This is mean.
Like, whenever they actually kind of try to... Oh, shit! Whenever I actually try to choreograph it like a Power Rangers fight, it's so good. Like this shit. She's the best, man. Seeing them fight like this, it reminded me so much of Power Rangers. It just makes me want to watch Power Rangers, man. This has convinced me to watch all of Power Rangers in the future, because I was thinking about it, but I wasn't sure whether I wanted to start from the beginning or not. But if I can watch this, I can enjoy the earliest seasons of Power Rangers just fine.
Master!
Back off, Dragon Breath.
No!
Stand back, or I'll crush him.
Rise up.
Can you stop with your magic powers?
I can't do it.
Mystic powers? Sorry. Got it wrong.
Use the magic Chun-Yi Torchu.
Is she using the Force? What the fuck?
This way, Master.
Get them!
Retreat! Turtles, vanish!
This is not over yet.
Master. Yes, Leonardo.
I don't know if we can win against these dragon dudes.
You can. Don't undersell yourself, guys. Man, I really like the shots with the city in the background. I don't know if they're like actual shots recorded on a roof or whatever, but they're pretty convincing.
The ancient serum of invincibility. Its magic will make the rank faster, stronger, more nasty.
You know the consequences for failure.
All we need are a few chunks of some very rare animals.
Send out a rank squad to steal the bits and pieces you need. My first earthly meal shall be fresh, hot mutants. I think I'm going to like it here.
Okay. Okay, wrong button, never mind. Okay, so this was pretty fun. Not quite as fun as the first two episodes. I feel like a little bit less happened in this episode, and it wasn't quite as exciting. Like, I feel like maybe the fighting could have been better. There were some moments there that I enjoyed. I feel like more of this episode was a little bit on the kind of filler side for me. Where I didn't really have much to just kind of bite into, you know? I feel like there was a lot more, like, plot points happening in the first two episodes with, like, the establishment of characters and concepts and everything. Whereas in this one, there just wasn't much of that. Like, I feel like there was maybe, like 2 or 3 developments, and that was it. Like, you had the saving of Splinter, and then you had the meeting with the dragon guy at the end there, and that was it. Whereas comparatively, I feel like in the other episodes, there was like at least like 3, 4, 5 things actually happening in the episode. So because of that, it feels a little bit like slower, a little bit more empty to me. But I still kind of weirdly like enjoyed the writing of this. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but the writing is really engaging for me. I don't know if it's the fact that it's from like the early 90s. It's from the 90s and the early 2000s and everything, which is a period of time where I love pretty much everything. Like, even if it's badly written, just the style of the writing and like the production of stuff from back then just speaks to my soul, and that's why I love it so much. Or whether it's like genuinely well written, but I feel like if you literally took the plots that are happening in these episodes as it's written and the dialogue and everything, and you just put it in animation, it easily could be really good. Like, the weakest part of the show is definitely the fact that it's like live action, and it's like live action costumes, and everything. So the lip sync does feel a little bit annoying. The fact that the mouths don't sync up in any way, shape, or form. But that's kind of like the worst thing about it. And I guess like the fights could be a little bit better choreographed, and I feel like they can be better choreographed because the fights are very Power Ranger-esque, and I like the fights in Power Rangers, so I feel like they can easily do something like that, considering that it's also crossed over at some point. The crossover for which, unless it's part of this season of this series, you're gonna have to wait until I get to that point in watching Power Rangers to see that crossover. So yeah, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm telling you right off the bat. But yeah, still pretty fun. I'm still enjoying it quite a lot. And before I say like any final thoughts, I do want to go and take a look at who the voice actor for the dragon guy is. It seems like this guy is called Dragon Lord, and he's voiced by Christopher Gaze, who, let's take a look at what he has been in. We gotta look at television. He's been in Hero 108, which is a series that I might check out at some point. He was the Fox King in that one, which I think is probably like a low, it's like a minor role. I'm not super familiar with Hero 108. I only watched like maybe like a season or something. I don't know, didn't watch too much of it. He was in Kid vs. Cat. He was, let's see, anything else that I know? I mean, there's this thing. He was in Sabrina's Secret Life, which is a 2003 animated television series about Sabrina, which is something I might check out. Spider-Man Unlimited? The hell is this? Is there another Spider-Man cartoon that I didn't know? Okay. So he's not in much that I would actually know, but he's not bad. I definitely actually enjoy him a lot, so yeah, whatever. Like I said, I had a lot of fun with this episode. Not as much as the previous two, but it was still pretty fun, so there's that. We still have one more episode to check out for this video, but yeah, as long as the episodes of this series are at least like this level of fun, I think I'm gonna be fine. Like, I had read and watched and heard so many people's opinions about this show being so bad and so like I've been hearing about how bad this show is, that I guess that expectation of this show being bad was never really gonna live up. Like, my experience with it was never gonna live up to that badness, but I also did not expect in the possibility that this was gonna be one of those things that I am just a contrarian about. I just did not expect that it was gonna be actually like this enjoyable. Because it's fun. Like, I'm genuinely enjoying this. Like, I have less gripes about the writing and acting and everything with this compared to like the 1987 series, which is insane. Because I've grown to love the 1987 series, but man, this is actually really fun. What the hell? But yeah, yeah, I can't wait to be done with this like 5-parter so we can actually get into some new stuff, because I think having a fight against this Dragon Lord guy for like 26 episodes is gonna get a little bit old a little bit too quick. So yeah, hopefully in one of the next few episodes we're gonna get something a little bit new, because I want to see more unique stuff that this incarnation of TMNT has done, and I'm excited to see more of the practical effects that they have done with this series, because it's something that I enjoy. I enjoy practical effects. I enjoy just seeing them. So even in that regard, I guess I'm kind of enjoying this series, because, you know, shit like this would today be done with like CGI and stuff, and I honestly would hate it. Like, there's something about the charming about practical effects that it's just not there when it comes to CGI. So yeah, but I've already ranted about CGI and stuff in many other videos, so I'm not gonna repeat myself here in that regard. So I think that's gonna be it for this episode. So let's get into the next one: East meets West, part 4 in 3, 2, 1. Man, they really build out that evil villain lair very quickly.
If this concoction doesn't work, I'm going to use your head as a candy bowl.
There is just one teeny.
I'm loving that this guy has like such charisma and like such playfulness to his villainy. It's actually really cool.
One dose.
You promised to make my army invincible. An army is more than one.
He might be the best live action. Actually, he's not gonna be the best, but he's definitely gonna be top 3 live action TMNT villains for me.
Excellent.
Right up there with Eric Sachs from the 2014 live action movie, and that guy from the 3rd live action movie from the 90s. He was also a pretty fun villain.
My turtle-fied eye in the sky is designed to keep tabs on us by using a variety of information. Height,
Man, he almost
weight,
sounded like
and
Rise
most
of the
importantly,
TMNT
body
Donnie there
temperature.
for a
The
second.
average human's body. Dragon's blood is like lava. Their body temperatures are hotter than any living thing in the city. This makes them very trackable.
That's a good idea, Donatello.
Only kind I have.
Well, I
Smart
say we
writing.
track these
I love
guys
it.
with the mooks and see where they're hiding.
Our way is defensive, never offensive.
Agreed. A warrior of worth requires provocation.
Besides, dragons, they fight like gorillas.
I mean, you've already been provoked though. He attacked Splinter in his dream walking time. If that's not a provocation, I don't know what it is.
We let them bring the fight to us.
Wrong. We hit him high, we hit him low, we mow him down. Total terrification.
That's not the way of the ninja. We're defensive, not offensive.
Yeah, well, dragons are offensive to me. Green tag.
Raphael, think! They have enormous teeth, breathe fire, and have outfought us once already.
Raph, you're rejecting group dynamics and behaving in a patently aggressive manner because you're driven by an immature and angry subconscious.
Excellent.
Thank you for explaining his character.
What?
We're a clan, Raph. We work as a team.
They're already starting to hit all the generic TMNT plot beats. I'm kinda surprised.
Mega challenge! Time to slay some dragons!
Man, the fact that they had him do a wheelie in that turtle costume is impressive. I wonder if we're gonna get a version of Casey or April in this incarnation.
have changed my mind.
I haven't heard anything about those two for this incarnation, which would be a shame, but it is what it
I
is.
said a ninja fights defensively. Go fight defensively. Okay.
To go fight defensively. I mean, yeah, exactly.
If I was a cop, I'd bust you for whatever it is you just took out of that box. But I'm a mutant, so my needs are simpler.
And what needs might those be?
To slap that smirk off your face.
Really?
Man, the dialogue is actually shockingly fun in this.
Keep things fair.
Like, it's night and day compared to the 1987 series.
Oh, so this is what you're after. You dudes need to bone up on your martial arts.
Okay, some decent fighting. I'll take it.
Now, baby.
Just kick their ass already, Raph. Stop with your magical bullshit powers at this point, okay? It was fine for one episode. I'm kinda sick of that Deus Ex Machina. Damn! Oh!
Ninja foam! Yeah! Yeah! Relax for a moment,
Let's quit.
Don't not stand there, blast up!
Middle to the middle.
What do you think you're doing? Stop sign.
What?
So what? Go! Really? That's a fucking... That's where you have an ad break?
Leo! Safety first. I'm not moving this vehicle until everyone's safely secure. Now let's see what happens when I hit this button.
Just drive!
What was that?
A fire repellent. A ninja always obeys the rules of the road.
I think another reason why I'm enjoying this show so much is that it makes me think of the 2003 series. I don't know exactly why it reminds me of it. Maybe the acting and the pacing and the writing is very reminiscent of it because it's right from before. Maybe some of the people who were involved with this ended up going to write the other thing. I don't know. But it does remind me of it a lot. Like, I can easily see these being animated in like the 2003 series, you know?
Total wipeout.
I can't believe we were schooled by a bunch of fire breathers.
It's not like we've had much practice dealing with dragons before.
Turtles don't lose.
They are supernatural warriors. Fighting them may ultimately prove to be futile.
Makes one long for the simple evil of the shredder.
What is happening? Hey, that's from the intro. That flip.
Tell me it isn't.
Impressive in a
Okay,
suit,
get to
still.
the ring.
What is it with you? Be a ninja for once. Let them bring the fight to us.
If they are going to the zoo, that means they are going to hurt animals.
But Raph, why are you so incapable of following the ninja code?
Come on, Leo. You like llamas. Oh, and bring your weapons. The llamas will be very impressed with your sword.
What if we just go to observe the rank?
I love how he was just impressed with his own sword.
Going to the zoo. Oh, don't forget your weapons. Check it
How
out.
many times are we gonna see them get into these vehicles? It's getting annoying. I've seen this shot like 5 times. Oh shit.
Which way?
Use the force. It's a Deus fucking ex machina. I'm so sick of it.
I will do your chores for a week if you.
It's cool to have the power. Don't use it every time you're in a pinch.
The powder shows what happened within the last 20 seconds.
Donnie!
The Zeus Claws pocket.
Uh-oh. I am invisible, dragon. You see nothing. Now you see her. Now you don't.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Also, I just realized we haven't really gotten a signature weapon for her. Like we have the other turtles with like the swords, the I forgot the word for those. Like we got all of the other weapons, but she doesn't really have a signature weapon. I wonder what it would be.
That was a piece of pie.
That's cake. Piece of cake.
Easy as cake.
Pie. Pie. Easy as pie.
Pie, cake. Make up your mind.
It's different idioms, Venus. Okay, some fighting choreography is actually pretty fine. As long as you like look at it from like a Power Rangers perspective, it is actually fine. Some
And over and down.
I think they actually kicked out the guy in the balls.
Yeah.
Time for some dragon magic.
What?
Your shell shock.
All right, I'll bite. What's the joke?
Yes, I am unstoppable.
They're definitely stoppable.
What have we here?
My spider.
Bye. Nice meeting you.
Go green tea! Kicking
You know, I'm curious now who also voices Venus. Let's take a look at that.
Retreat.
Voiced by Lalina Lindbjörg. Huh. Okay, it doesn't seem like she has like a Wikipedia page, so I can't really learn much about her. Aww.
Ew, dude. I just want to make sure nobody messed with you.
Certified turtleified. I call that a victory. There ain't nothing sweeter than the south end of a dragon heading north.
These dragons are still a mystery to us.
Dig this.
Hey Donnie, if you wanted a pet, wouldn't like a puppy or a kitty be a little more appropriate?
Ice cream
It's
kitty?
that thing the
Clunk?
rock dude was wearing.
Any one of those two would be
Remember?
cool.
Venus knocked it off.
Yeah, and he ran like his tail was on fire.
I believe this device is somehow connected to the secret of their amazing strength.
My potion works. It made them strong. Little Wick is never wrong.
When my mechanical spider was knocked off in the battle, I panicked and fled. Let me try again, Majesty. I will not fail.
Kill him! Don't give them a second chance. They fail every time. Jesus Christ, have you not watched any TV show?
Majesty.
Soon I will die undead.
Okay. Not gonna lie, they are starting to lose me a little bit in terms of like my enjoyment. Mainly because I just don't really feel like I have anything to comment on. Like, the plot is not really moving. I feel like the first 2 episodes actually felt like a 2-parter. Whereas these 2 episodes just feel like kind of filler. And I also just remembered that I forgot to give a rating for episode 3. So if I gave episode 1 and 2 9.9 and 9.8 out of 10 respectively, for that one, I think I'm gonna go with a much lower rating, but still very high, of 8.4 out of 10. Which is a rating that still shows how fun it was, but it definitely felt more empty in comparison to the first 2 episodes. Whereas for this one, I mean, it just feels like it's kind of spinning its wheel. Like, sure, we may be doing some things with the characters, we might be moving a little bit. On paper, the concepts and the plotting is not bad, but it doesn't really feel like it quite necessarily has the impact that it should be. Like, in this episode in particular, because, like, the concept of, okay, the bad guys now are developing some weapon that can boost their power to defeat the turtles. It's fine. It's a normal, generic plot for this kind of thing. But because of the kind of shitty fighting choreography and the low quality of the live actionness of it all, it just doesn't really feel like, at least for this particular concept, it needed really the impact of the choreography to hit, and it didn't really hit, so it led to the episode feeling especially kind of weak compared to some of the other ones, and I'm not a fan of that. I did not like that about this episode. Hopefully we're gonna get some better stuff once we are done with this like first 5-parter, because we're gonna get into some more episodic stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It was alright, I guess. Unlike last episode though, for this one I can't even really say there was a moment where I just like really vibed with it or liked it, because in last episode, for example, we at least had like that kind of scene of like the family of Turtles and Splinter just kind of chilling in the park. That was kind of cute to see. We had the development with like Splinter getting saved finally. That was pretty cool to see. But I don't know, in this episode we didn't really have much of anything else. Like, we had even less developments. Like in the last episode we had at least 2 developments. But now with this episode, the only development is that the bad guys are trying to develop like a power serum or something that can boost their power to defeat the turtles. Like, that's the one plot point in this episode. And it definitely wasn't enough or executed in a good way enough to where it can carry the episode for me, which is a little bit disappointing. But hopefully that doesn't mean that the rest of the season is gonna be bad and I'm not gonna enjoy it, because at worst I'm just kind of bored and I don't have anything to say. So yeah, it's not the end of the world, but it is what it is, you know? It is what it is. Still, in terms of a rating, I am going to give it a decent 8 out of 10 for this episode. And yeah, you can see clearly we're going further down, further and further down. And I'm giving it an 8 out of 10 because on the conceptual level, I still think it was a fine episode. In execution level, it's just for this particular story, the way the show is being made was its major weak point. Like, it just managed to kind of hit the thing that it shouldn't hit. Like, the strengths required by this story are the particular things about the show that are the weakest. So it kind of just made it not really that great, but it's fine. It was still decent, and I have no doubts that the next 2 episodes are gonna be better. And what a better way to find out than to get into those. But that's gonna happen in the next video, which I'm gonna record as soon as I'm done with this. But yeah, anyway, I think that's all I have to say. So, what did you guys think about these 2 episodes? Comment those down below, and let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 4 patrons on Patreon: Deadpool, Corby Dead, Dane Harty, and Peyton Jones. Thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me. You have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!